So, in high school I used to actually have a big amount of weird people I ran into daily. We would all hang out around the lockers in the hall, just hanging out during our breaks. Often it was my boy Michael and my boy Ann, and me. So the way our breaks would go is, around 10 AM we'd get 15 minutes I believe, and around 12 or 1 we'd get like... I don't even remember anymore, it's way too long ago. So there was this guy in our class, let's call him Oscar. Oscar would be this dude that just kinda hung out by himself. And it's not that he was a bad kid, but he'd then occasionally just hang out with the entire group of guys, hang around the lockers, which is fine. Then Ann would be like,
"Hey yo, let's get some food."
And we'd head off and Michael would join. We'd go upstairs to the cafeteria and buy something, but okay, here's the weird part. After buying some food with the three of us, we'd be talking and Oscar would suddenly out of nowhere be behind me, scaring the shit out of me, and he'd then always start a convo about Call of Duty or some other random game.
I prefer the AK-47 over the MP40. I'm talking about Black Ops, by the way.
And it may sound like he was just looking for a friend, right? So that was all okay, but hold on to that thought. You'll need it later. So this happened from time to time, nothing special. Me, Ann, and Michael, we were fine with it, I guess. But it got to the point where it was just too weird. In my school back then, we had about 4 floors. It was a high-ass building. We'd go walk around the entire school in our breaks cause we were bored. We'd start downstairs around the lockers hanging with them boys, and we'd work our way up just every 5 minutes, moving from our spot with like a smaller chunk of the group, until it was me, Michael, and Ann. Sometimes my friend Aya would join as well. So one day, my friend Aya was pointing me out to look at Oscar, and I did. And I noticed him kinda just hang around the group, moving his way around, as the group, for some reason, kept on moving back and forth during their conversations. Your boy looked like he was playing DDR, moving his feet to their beat. It looked kinda funny on the outside, but we were like, whatever, and continued hanging. Then Ann was like, okay, let's get going. Before anything else, I want to get one thing out of the way. Oscar was not a completely friendless dude, alright? He didn't get bullied necessarily, neither was he a big outcast. Just making sure y'all know. So we'd go leave as a big chunk of dudes stayed downstairs around the lockers, as well as Oscar. We'd repeat our cycle and buy some food, then continue through the halls hanging out and talking with people until we got either the 3rd floor or the 4th floor. I'd be minding my own business, and then I'd turn around, and Oscar was there, just staring at you like,
Hey,
it was getting scary, cause it's not like we saw Oscar follow us. He was just appearing out of nowhere, out of thin air, and it confused me so much. Also, it was just not that close of a friend, so it was a bit weird. So one day, me and the guys talked about it, how Oscar operates in his breaks. We from then on observed him, Aya did the same, and laughed his ass off. He would just join our walking squad just to see this on some front row action. So one day Oscar appeared again, and from time to time you'd have Oscar distracted, talking to some other students, left and right, appearing from other classes. Or he'd be busy looking at his phone or some shit. As Oscar was totally not paying attention to us, we just went for a sprint. We ran like it was a freaking zombie apocalypse. So imagine us being at the 4th floor and speed blitzing our way down in 2 minutes, and just as we were there for 3 minutes, Oscar appeared again like it was nothing, which scared the fuck out of me. One day, we actually just ran for the entire break. Aya laughing his ass off as always, and we all just ran like crazy. And we didn't necessarily tell him he couldn't hang with us, but it was just the way it all happened. We were so confused about it. So when I one day, with my own eyes, saw him gear up from standing completely still to a full-on sprint after us as he saw us leave in the corner of his eye, that was true horror. That was like a real underlying plot right there.
Y'all think you're gonna actually leave unharmed? I'll catch up to you, and you will talk to me about Call of Duty and FIFA.
Okay, JK, that obviously didn't happen, but that was sick. But I was truly scared. Michael and Ann just laughed their ass off as this happened daily, but it got to a point where I actually hoped I could have an Oscar-free break once in a while, you know? I could just see them on the side laughing every time Oscar caught up to me and caught me off guard. Now, after this going on for a while, I tried to kinda give up and talk to him a bit more. And suddenly he got an attitude and acted like a true savage from time to time, and I was like, bro, what? So yeah, that was truly weird, but hey, thinking back, I've had many more of these weird high school stories, so if you're interested in that, let me know in the comments below. drop me a like, and yeah, don't forget to click that little bell icon so you know when I upload a video. I don't know what to say anymore, so I'm out!